Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Fiesel, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning at 1 p.m. Central Time, as I get right on with you in the afternoon. You can find us on television, syndicated, found on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. You know, we're also Fox News affiliates. I'm really proud of that association. You can also find us a podcast, and that's on thenewscasters.com, and every social media site that's out there. You know, John, you can find us, can't get away
No
from
doubt.
us.
You don't lack from exposure, my friend.
No, you can find us, absolutely. And the reason we're such a success is not me, it's because we have wonderful guests. I have my friend John Merrill with us. He was a very successful former Alabama Secretary of State. And so you're with Waggoner Engineering
That's right.
now. And so many things you've helped accomplish with Waggoner.
Well, we have. It's been outstanding. We have really just been thrilled to have the success that we've experienced and to have projects that we've had in Gadsden and here in Etowah County and Calhoun County where we're working. We're doing some projects over at Cleveland County with the courthouse and with a bridge and with some sidewalks in Heflin. Another Rebuild Alabama project. There's just a tremendous number of projects that we are engaged in right here in Northeast Alabama. And of course, we've always got room for another one.
Always, always. Now, what I know about John is when he was Alabama Secretary of State, he did visit all 67 counties multiple times, even my little county of DeKalb County. That's unusual.
Well,
most folks skip us over.
We have continued to do that. Actually, since January the 1st of this year, I've already been to 21 of the 67 counties, and today is just February 24th, and we have been to those 21 counties a total of 64 times. So we're still getting out there, and this will be the 13th year in a row that we have done that. So it's a long time.
That's a long time. It really is. I wanted to talk with you about how you visit the small business person. We are at Twin City Used Car Sales, Bobby Ledbetter, located right here in Gadsden, Alabama. You never forget us small business folks.
That's exactly right. And Bobby is one of the most outstanding small business people in the state of Alabama. He's done a tremendous job of cultivating a business clientele, not just in Etowah, and DeKalb, and Cherokee, and Calhoun, all across Northeast Alabama, and finding a way to help and support people that are trying to improve their personal quality of life or improve their business's operation, simply by providing quality vehicles at an affordable price that will enable those people to be able to accomplish their goals. And that's what business is all about.
That's it. I was interviewing a client, New Hampshire. He came all the way down here to buy a car. I mean, it blew my mind. So thank you for doing that. So check them out on the web at bobbyledbetter.com. So I'm going to ask you about President Trump.
Right.
So you were at the inauguration.
We were at the inauguration, and then the next week after that, we actually went back to Washington to work with some of our members of Congress, our United States senators, helping clients receive resources through earmarks or as they call it today, member-directed resources.
So are we going to abbreviate that as
That's
well?
right.
Let's abbreviate.
And to try to help work more closely to secure our elections, which is important to everybody in the union.
It's very important. And I remember a few years ago, Alabama was outstanding because of you as Alabama Secretary of State. So it was so many things you did helped improve, and other governors were calling you, asking you how you did it.
That's right. And that was something that we were thrilled to be able to do, was to help these people in other states in the union that were trying to improve their election integrity, transparency, and credibility offerings to their people.
Well, I've got to say something about Karen, too. She's here. Karen, do you want to? She's looking at me like, don't you dare. So Karen has been your right arm.
Well, she's the best, and she's the best at all she does. And we're very fortunate to have her as an integral member of the team at Waggoner. Of course, she worked with me in Montgomery, and we were excited to be able to make sure she was able to move. Of course, she had to relocate. She had to move from Wetumpka up to Jefferson County. So she's in that area now working with Waggoner, and she has so many additional responsibilities than she had when she started because she's done such a good job. They continue to give her things to do, and that sometimes makes it more difficult on me because I've relied on her for so long. But she always makes time for me, and she always makes time for the people that we're working with to make sure that all those people are taken care of. But
I like to call her Superwoman.
well, you would not be understated.
Well, not only that, but she had an injury, and I'm thinking, okay, she's going to be out for a while. Back up at it. What did she do?
No doubt. Look,
Some
she's
kind of super vitamin.
like you said, it's a superwoman, just making it happen.
And another superwoman also was your wife, Cindy.
No doubt.
That girl's all over the place.
No doubt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she continues to work in education with the Department of Early Childhood Education. So she continues to travel all around Alabama, working with school systems and schools to make sure they're providing that quality educational service for those small children that we all love.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk small business again because we're right here in Etowah County. I'm watching it grow. Every time I come into Gadsden, there's something cropping up. New thing, renovations, the roads are being resurfaced.
They are. And you know, people probably get tired of hearing me say this, but Craig Ford is one of the best mayors in the state of Alabama. And since his election in 2022 to where he is today and the great work that he's doing to rebuild Gadsden, the city of champions, and to have it return to being the economic center of resources as far as economic development are concerned, healthcare is concerned, transportation is concerned. This is a key place in the state of Alabama, and he's doing a great job in revitalizing the economy here and having new industry and new commercial and retail investment come here.
Absolutely. And that's also the crime rate is down, and it's a much cleaner town. Much more than it used to be.
Absolutely. And one of the things that he's not shy about doing is if he sees an area that needs some work, he makes sure that's given immediate attention instead of just waiting until somebody decides that they're going to clean it up or do what they need to do. And that impressive leadership style has meant a lot to the people here in Gadsden.
Absolutely. And I wanted to mention something is his leadership style with the other mayors around, even the smaller towns such as Sardis. You know, when the tornado came through, he was key in getting all the other mayors and together. But that was a distraught time for those folks in Sardis.
No question about it. And one of the things that Craig has done because of his leadership is brought those people together. And sometimes there are people who become disappointed or discouraged because they think, well, he's showing us up because of the great work that he's doing. But one of the things that Mayor Ford knows is that a rising tide lifts all boats. So if Gadsden's doing well, then that means Southside's going to do well. Attala's going to do well. Sardis is going to do well. Rainbow City's going to do well. And Glencoe's going to do well. You can name all the municipalities in this county, and he's going to make sure that he's working with them to do everything he can to help them grow too. Because there are people that live in all those municipalities and other parts of the unincorporated area of the county that come to Gadsden to work. And so he wants to make sure that they have jobs for those people as well.
Absolutely. And I wanted to mention the Gadsden Mall, just right down the road. You know, most malls are suffering right now.
They are, but I tell you, with the leadership that they have there, Kaylee's doing a tremendous job. And because of her efforts, that's one of the top malls, not just in Alabama, but in the South. And where most malls are dying, like you talked about earlier, Gadsden's Mall continues to grow. And Gadsden's Mall continues to offer services, products, merchandise that people in this area want, and that's drawing people from all over Northeast Alabama to come to the Gadsden Mall. Having that new grocery store, the Food City Market that just was established there less than a year ago, is evidence of that. And the revitalization of the cinemas, where they've added some new places to show the motion pictures, means a lot. And you know, a lot of people, they don't have that experience in their own community.
Top notch without going up in price. Absolutely. But Kaylee has a retail background, and I think that helps because when new businesses are coming in, and you might want to check them out if you have a product you would like to sell at the mall, low cost, and she'll work with you. But she has been in those shoes before, so she knows what it's like. So
she does, and she empathizes with those people, and she wants to work with them to make sure they're continuing to be successful. That's her goal.
Let's also talk about we have lots of places to go to in this area. Nakalula Falls, you need to check it out. Gadsden, if you're passing through, go there. Revitalize there.
Yes, and that work that's going on at Nakalula Falls is making it one of the premier tourist attractions in Northeast Alabama. When you think about having Mentone and think about having Little River Canyon so close, there are complements to each other, just like over in um, Anniston with the Chief Ladiga Trail and then the Pinhoti Trail in Cleveland County. You put all of those things together and you've got an entire area that can take up a whole weekend for people that want to come here and find a way to return to nature and celebrate an outdoor experience.
Absolutely. And Alabama, I mean, think about Oxford, Alabama. My granddad used to be a cop there, by the way. Back when there was only the Holiday Inn, Elvis came through. He could never say anything about Elvis coming through until after he had left.
Right.
Elvis liked to stop in Oxford, Alabama, the Holiday Inn, the only hotel they had during the 50s, and because it was halfway between Birmingham and Atlanta, and he would have shows, and that was a nice place for him to stop. But while have they grown? Leon Smith, rest in peace. Leon Smith, I'm going to tell you what, they put that Oxford, Alabama on the
Well,
map.
he changed the way that the people in Oxford thought about themselves and thought about their economy and thought about what they could do. And Oxford has become the center point for economic development, healthcare, education in the entire Northeast Alabama region. And that happened because of the investment that Mayor Smith made in infrastructure as well as education and retail. And it makes a difference.
It does. He was a fair mayor. I was in the cell phone business a long time ago. My husband and I owned 8 Nextel locations. So I had heard they were looking for cell phones. His son happened to be in the cell phone business. I didn't know. I had set up an appointment with Mayor Smith, and he said, "Now, you know my son's in the cell phone business." And I stood up and I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And so I was excusing myself, and he said, "Sit back down." He said, "I want to talk to you." They bought their phones from me.
Wow.
But he just felt that was the right thing to do.
Sure. Well, he was a gentleman who always put Oxford first, made sure that Oxford people were taken care of, that they were protected. In full disclosure, my Uncle Stanley was his chief of police the entire time that he actually served as mayor. And he started with Mayor Martin. He was the chief then, and then served all the time Mayor Smith was in office, and hired Chief Partridge, who is currently the chief. And just Mayor Smith had a tremendous influence on so many people that's been underreported for decades.
And your uncle, Merrill, Matthews, and Allen, they were one of my clients, and they were such a pleasure to do business with.
You're kind to say that. That was a very distinguished law firm for many, many years in Calhoun County. And to have that kind of support in the legal community meant a lot to a number of people, not just the clients they served, but others too.
Absolutely. Let's go into a commercial break.
Yes,
A little
ma'am.
bit past that, but it's okay. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. Y'all hang in there. Queen City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you. At At Lamone's Mexican Restaurant, located in Henniger, Alabama, and voted Best Mexican Restaurant of DeKalb County, Alabama 2020, we're here to serve you with authentic Mexican cuisine. Order easily online by going to lamonsmex.com or call 256-657-3999 to place your order. We're open Sunday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether you're celebrating a cozy date night for two or a celebration for a crowd, at Lamone's you'll love our atmosphere and friendly servers. Thank you for dining with Lamone's Mexican Restaurant.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer
yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
I'm excited to announce our Christmas extravaganza is finally here. Get this season's flannel sheets for as low as $59.98. They won't last long, so get them while you can. Our famous My Slippers, they haven't been on sale for over a year. Regularly $119.98, now only $59.98. Our 6-piece towel sets are back in stock with extremely limited quantities, only $29.98. With hundreds of My Pillow products, there's something for everyone on your Christmas list. Bathrobes, duvets, quilts, down comforters, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save on all My Pillow products. For example, flannel sheets for as low as $59.98, or our 6-piece towel sets, just $29.98. But that's not all. I'm extending our 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st of 2025. Plus, all orders over $75 or more ship absolutely free.
The only place I buy my beef is Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama. Their cattle is born and raised on their ranch, grass and grain fed, and you can feel confident when you serve your family and friends because their beef is all natural and no antibiotics or hormones are added. You can buy whole beef or perhaps go in with family or friends and buy half. Their customer service is number one as they take care of the delivery to their local processor and can deliver to your home for a small added fee. They also offer herd replacement heifers. I always call Lone Tree Ranch in Collinsville, Alabama for my beef specialty recipes and cookouts, and you can too. Food shortages are increasing, so buy local by calling 256-523-6462. That's 256-523-6462. Good afternoon. We are back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge Talk Show, where truth matters. Thank you, by the way, for the emails. Makes my day. Continue sending those to Donna@donnasedge.com. That's Donna@donnasedge.com. And I treasure those. I promise you I do. Sometimes it takes me a while, but I do get to them late at night. Sometimes.
Well, as many people as you have communicating with you, Donna, it makes it difficult for you to respond immediately. But one of the things about her program is she does a tremendous job of keeping people informed, not just in Etowah County, not just in Calhoun County, but all across Northeast Alabama. And that's why she has one of the most watched and well-respected programs that we have in our state. And it means a lot to people to know they can depend on the truth that she shares and the topics that she introduces, because she only wants to introduce things that are important to you and that you want to hear about.
It's the guest. I'm just telling you, that's what it is. You know what? I just have the easiest job on earth. All I have to do is just sit back and let our wonderful guest shine. You know, we are sitting right here at Bobby Ledbetter's Twin City Used Car Sales, located in Gadsden, Alabama. And wow, I've watched the inventory changes all the time because they're selling cars, vehicles, and I drive one. There was a little tiny problem with it, and I'm a woman. I didn't know. So I told Phil, my husband, who used to be the mechanic of the family, by the way, before computerized cars came in. And so he was shade tree kind of mechanic. not as a business, but he just enjoyed tinkering. And I said, I think I hear something. I'm not really sure. So he says, get out of the car, let me get in. He cranks it up and he goes, yeah, you need to tell Bobby about that. Nothing serious, but it could be if you drag it out. So anyway, they will take good care of you. So I appreciate you doing that, Bobby, and the community as well. You know, the Toys for Tots Foundation. LaRue Hardinger is going to be on the show as well, coming up in a couple of episodes. And he's been really, really helpful with them throughout the years. I know they started out, I think the first year, I was involved the second year they were here. So it's been 12 years and growing. She works year round, by the way. You think, only at Christmas?
Well, that's when people are focused on it.
Mm-hmm.
But, and this is in no way the same, but it's just like when we were in the office of the Secretary of State, one of the things we tried to promote all the time was voter registration and encourage people to know if you're not a registered voter, you live in our state, you're eligible to be a registered voter, you need to be a registered voter. So we did a campaign every year that we were there, twice a year, to remind people to become registered voters. And that's what she has to do with Toys for Tots, because if you just have people remind you around Christmas time that there are children that are underprivileged that don't have those same resources that a lot of families do, there's a lot of people that are asking for help and support then. And so if you can keep people aware during the off season, it matters, and she does a great job of that.
She does an awesome job with that. It's in her blood, and she just loves doing this. Let's talk a little bit about agriculture. I'm a farmer. I'm a beekeeper. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, beekeeper. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. They're my girls.
How many little hives do you have?
I have 2 right now,
Okay.
but I'm ambitious. I'm going to have 10 by the end of the season. Yeah.
So do you collect the honey?
Oh, yeah, it's the best honey ever.
And do you put the honey in jars? Do you sell it? Or
No, family members I give
Only.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I will be when I get 50 hives.
Man,
So I'm really excited about that. So we took them with us when we moved. And they're really easy to keep, and I don't even wear a suit now when I'm out there with them.
oh my goodness gracious!
They know mama.
Wow,
So I'd bring you some honey.
that would be great. That would be
but,
great.
But buy local honey when you do, because it's really good for your allergies.
Yes, I've heard people talk about that, how important it is if you're in a particular area to buy honey from that area, because the plants that are used to help the bees develop the honey have these special, I don't know if it's called nutrients or ingredients or whatever it is, that help you be able to take advantage of that, and it helps keep you healthy.
I'm going to say you need to be a beekeeper.
I just need to add that to the things that I'm already.
Cindy will be watching this going, shut up.
So do you make the cream honey too, or just the regular honey?
It's regular honey.
Okay.
I have a lavender farm.
Okay.
And so it's like the best. It has this little blend of lavender in it and sunflowers.
Because I know they have this thing where some people cream the honey, and it makes it a different consistency, but people tend to like that too. And it's not really like a butter spread, but it's more.
Be an idea.
It's more like that than it is just the standard honey that you can see through, because it's so clear, and obviously it's a sweetener that people love, a natural sweetener.
And it's really good for you. So, but much better than sugar is for you. So I want to talk about farmers markets because, and I love, hey, come here. This is one of my friends. We're on the air right now.
Just,
No.
just say hello, Bart.
Good
Good to see you, my friend.
It's good to see you. Keep that work
I'll
up,
wait.
okay?
I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the best employees here ever.
Me. I'll wait.
Always.
That's kind of hard I have.
I know you do.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
You got to come down here and check it out. The staff is absolutely awesome. When you walk in, they're always going to speak to you.
Yeah, and all their people are so friendly, and they're interested in making sure that your needs are met. And that's why Bobby Ledbetter separated himself from all the other people that try to do the things that he does. It makes a big difference when you have that personal touch and the personal relationship with the team that he's assembled here.
Until you try to drag them on the air. I don't think he'd like that. I don't know. He's over there smiling. I
That's
think
so funny.
He's okay with it. I do. But farmers markets, because I believe in eating natural and eating right. I know Karen, she had an injury and using I told her about this product you can use. It's actually made from an all natural herb and it really helped.
Well, and look, another thing when you're talking about agriculture and agricultural products, a lot of people forget that agriculture is still the number one industry in the state of Alabama, and people get more enthusiastic about the announcement of a new plant that's bringing X number of jobs when they're developing, designing, constructing something, as opposed to the crops that are being born or the timber industry or the things that are related to agriculture. But agriculture is still what puts bread and butter on the table, and it's still what puts money in the bank in the state of Alabama.
So buy local. Go to your local farmers market. And by the way, if you are a senior citizen, I think they give you these cards now. You have to apply for it. You have to go on the website. Just Google it and you'll find it. But it's for senior citizens. It'll help you to eat better if you don't have a farm. Most senior citizens grow their own tomatoes and stuff anyway.
That's right. A lot of them do.
Yeah, I do as a senior. But continue doing that. Let's talk a little bit about, we talked agriculture, but I'm telling you, I love to fish. The waters here are beautiful. Right here, Rainbow City.
Yes, they are. And one of the things that the mayor is trying to do is to draw more attention to the river here and to make sure that they're taking advantage of the river in their tourism and their promotion of the different things that are happening here. Having contests and competitions for the fishing industry, which is an industry. And as you know, we have high schools that have fishing teams. They have state tournaments and they have state championships for those young people that enjoy that and that want to be a part of that type environment. And so I think it's important to continue to promote those things that are aquacultural in nature as well.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about in tech schools. We've got about a minute and a half left in this segment. We've got to mention, right up here in Gadsden is one of the best tech schools ever.
Of course it is. And, many people have forgotten that the Gadsden State Community College campus was founded as such. And, of course, it's also had a relationship with the University of Alabama in the past. And Congressman Bevel and Senator Allen both invested a lot of resources in order to have that community college grow and become one of the finest in the state. But having those trades continue to be taught, to continue to be honed so that we can have people that are ready to enter the workforce is second to none in Alabama.
And in convenience, you have Snead State and also Northeast Alabama Community College there as well. It's all good. Thank you, John, for being on the show with me today. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Donna.
But always at the end of the month, and you always like to be in person, and I like it. I'm okay with tapes, but being in person is just better. If you have any questions you would like for me to ask John next time he's on the air, all you have to do is send an email, donna@donnasedge.com, donna@donnasedge.com. Anything you would like for me to change, you would like to see another format, just let me know. You're the boss of me. Absolutely. donna@donnasedge.com. You take care. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Donna.
And thank you for watching.
Because of your overwhelming support, our 1488 MyPillow has been one of the biggest sales in MyPillow history. I couldn't think of a better way to say thank you than to extend our wholesale pricing through Christmas. Get a classic standard MyPillow for only $14.88. Upgrade to a queen size, just $18.88. King size, only $1 more. Get my body pillows for only $29.88. And ready? Multi-use MyPillows, only $9.88. It's perfect time to stock up for Christmas gifts for everyone on your list. Go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of our wholesale pricing, including my classic standard MyPillows, only $14.88. But that's not all. I'm so confident you're going to love our classic MyPillows that I'm going to extend my 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2025. Plus, orders over $75 ship absolutely free.